Good morning, everyone. Bloodhoney78 here, and I've got an interesting treat for you today. It's a little bit of a time capsule of nerddom, primarily comic book related, with a little bit of Star Wars tossed in. FYI, you may or may not hear a grandfather clock in the background, so be aware. And yes, I know, that's for my girl when she comes in and hangs out with me once in a while. So let's have fun. I don't know where to start. There's some really cool stuff scattered around the floor here. Yeah, I'm sitting on the floor today, and you'll see why. But let's start with some cool Star Wars stuff. Just a couple of Star Wars things today. Let me just start by saying this is all my dad's stuff. And for you older fans out there, you'll recognize, hopefully, a bunch of the stuff that's laying here, especially these couple of older Star Wars things that I have, like this little guy here. My dad's little mechanized R2-D2 with the remote. It used to work. I tried pushing the button. I don't know if it just needs a battery change or if I just need to flip the dang switch. So let's see. And let's see what happens. Nope, nothing, but that's okay. This guy is way older than I am. And if you'll excuse me, I need to get my cheaters so I can see what I'm looking at. Let's see if I can read a date on here. I can't, but I know it's been around since before I was born. Speaking of, I got one more cool thing that you guys would get a kick out of. An official souvenir program from the release of the first movie. This is my favorite piece out of all the stuff that I sat and looked through here so far this morning before I started with you guys. I mean, this thing is just really cool, and it's in fantastic shape. I love it to death. I mean, just wow, seriously. I'm totally jealous. I wish I could have been there. Trust me. Yeah, I don't know where to start with the rest of this. This is just insane. So let me just show you what you're in for. See, just a whole mess of comics. Some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. So, wow. Like, there's just a whole random mess of comics here. Some of them older than others. Some of them in a little worse shape than others. There's a couple number ones in here, which is really neat. Like this one here. I don't know a heck of a lot. So I don't know if any particular one of these is more awesome than another. But I've got Hulk, I've got Batman, I got Spider-Man, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. I mean, heck, I've even got this. I don't know if any of you would recognize these, but how cool is that? There's even some Mad magazines that my dad kept. Uh, where's the one I wanted to look at? Oh, heck. Dang it. I don't know where I put it. There's a Star Wars Mad magazine in here. I promise you that. There's a couple figures from, I think, the 20th anniversary re-release from when they redid it on VHS and digitally enhanced it. Oh, here it is. Star Wars Mad magazine. Awesome. I thought this would be really fun and awesome for you guys to see. It's just this huge pile of comic books. I thought there was going to be more figurines, memorabilia than there were. There were a few other things I left in the containers. So there were a couple Star Trek things, a couple models that weren't put together. There's a bunch of drafting stuff because he used to do that in school. I know Uncle Ethan would like that stuff for sure. Anyway, I spent about an hour sitting here trying to sort through, and I'm amazed. There's a whole bunch of Archies. Oh, gosh, bunch of old Archies. Big stack of Spider-Man, and bunch of Fantastic Fours, and just wow. Holy cow. Seriously, guys, this is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. There's even, where did it go? I put it somewhere. Oh, heck. Where did I put it? I mean, I don't even know if you recognize these. The Witching Hour. Wow. Talk about going way back in the Wayback Machine. Jeez. There's one I'm looking for. I don't remember where I put it. A really cool random one that was in here. Oh, dang. I don't know. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh well. Anyway, some cool Inhumans. And this one here. This is another older one. And it's a number 3. For the most part, they're in plastic. I would take them out to try to look a little closer at the years on them. But this one, for example, 1968. How cool is that? Let's see. Oh. This one, Silver Surfer, number 2. I can't. Oh. I believe it's 1968, at least according to the goofy stuff on the back. But holy cow, I wouldn't dare take some of these out of the plastic. He might kick my butt. Oh gosh, what are some of the other really neat ones? There's a Flash Gordon. He wrote his name on here under my finger. But Flash Gordon, Number 1. Cool! Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know what to say. This is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. Just, it's, like I said, it's a time capsule here. So I'd like to think it's mostly late 60s up to early 80s if I had to guess, but probably between late 60s and late 70s sitting here, with the exception of the figurines, like I said. Oh, wow. Just fun stuff, really. I would go through each and every one, but that would be like a really long video and probably super boring. I do have one thing that's not comic related, but in the whole spirit of the time capsule thing. This book, 1961, The Story Hour. I've not read through it yet, but for those of you old enough to know, or that recognize it, or both, wow, super cool stuff, really. Anyway, I don't know where to go from here. This is just, let's take a look at this again. See, just a really cool bunch of stuff. Seriously, how blessed am I? Yep, repping the Doomcock. Anyway, that'll probably about do it. I don't really have any other cool Star Wars stuff to share as much as I would like to. I have a little bitty R2-D2 that looks kind of like the mechanical guy that was part of my dad's collection here. But he gave it to me and he's sitting on my computer desk behind me here. I know I've got some of my own really neat stuff around here somewhere. I'd have to go digging. I've got a few kind of girly comics from a while ago. But that's about it here. Wow, guys, really. If you want me to go through and show you anything in particular, let me know. I'd be happy to give you names, dates, whatever you want to know of any of this stuff here. Anyways, I love you guys, and hopefully I will see you again soon.